kicking y'all, Kwikpanik here, and I am back in gear. Don't you have no fear. Today's episode is office flavored? I don't know. So I wanted to do a little bit of a run through of my collection and my setup that I use for my streaming and my YouTube. And the reason I wanted to do this kind of video today is because I newly have set up a wall of Funko Pops. And yeah, it took a long time. Gumi, my wife, and I moved into this house in February, and it took us this long to get my Pops up on the wall. They've been, well, there's still some on the ground and some in bins, but we got a bunch on the wall. It's not even half. But I wanted to show off the new display. What I did is we made measurements. Okay, what we did, and Harmonic and I, Gumi, however you know her, and I did this together. And it took a while because we wanted to stain everything, measure everything, make everything perfect. And there's still a couple things that I would do better if we did it again, which we are. As you can see, we have 1, 2, there's like 3, and then I want to replace those. We have like 3 more walls that I want to cover with pop shelves and collectible shelves. So I just wanted to go over my collection and my my setup. Yeah, so you get to see all that. I've been asked a couple times what it looks like, so here we go. This is the new setup over here, and on the top, this isn't part of the shelf, but I have all of my 2-packs that I've ever purchased, and the reason I did that is because the measurements I made for the other shelves were specifically for the regular 3.75 inch pops. So I have like my ad icons, I have a couple Disney multi-packs, the hyenas and the beautiful Dalmatians, I love that one. I have the Shining 2-pack that Gumi was super happy to find at Target for me, and it doesn't really go with anything, so it just goes up there. Got all my Dragon Ball Z, I love Jurassic Park, more Dragon Ball Z. This is probably my, yeah, this is my favorite 2-pack, is the Futurama 2-pack of Alternate Universe Fry and Leela. The new Treehouse of Horrors, and then we got Rick and Morty, the new Samurai Jack, and then Ren and Stimpy, the Happy Happy Joy Joy, and then the super hard to find 850 pieces Looney Tunes 2-pack. And then when we come down, I have more of my Looney Tunes. I don't know why, but like many of these, like you can see Speedy Gonzales and Gossamer and Pete Puma, who some people don't even know as a character, and even Daffy Duck, Super Daffy, were like super limited pieces. 2,000, 1,000, like I don't know why they did that with these, but they could easily sell me a Roadrunner and a Wile E. Coyote. Yeah, I want to see more of that collection. That'd be really cool for them to do more Looney Tunes. God knows, there's like Foghorn Leghorn, there's Chicken Hawk, there's a whole bunch that they just have not done yet. Speaking of, I just passed over Disenchantment, which is like a super cool show to me, but they're relatively new pops I've already shown off. I wanted to go over the stuff that is in my collection that you might not have seen before. I have stuff like the Toy Tokyo Robot Devil with a gold fiddle. I really wish they would do more Futurama because I freaking love that show. I have a space here and I don't know what's going to go there because I own all of the Futurama pops. So let me know what you think should go in that space. And then we come down here and I have my My Hero Academia pops are all down here. Got my Glow All Might, Tenya, which was super hard to find, Master Chaco, and then a bunch of the new stuff. This will be replaced soon with the metallic one from GameStop. And then we come down here and I have the rest of my Hero pops, but also sprinkled in are some other cartoons that I used to watch. So I was trying to organize it like that. This stuff is subject to change. You can also see that there's stuff on the ground still, a lot of stuff on the ground. All these pops still need to find a home. We'll get into the closet that you're about to flip by. There's more pops in there, but look at this. Marvel still needs a home. This is all Marvel stuff that needs to find another home. But anyway, the next row here that we have is all my Dragon Ball stuff. And I freaking love Dragon Ball Z. I'm still watching Super. I'm watching it from Funimation, so not all of the series is posted up in English, which I prefer. At least for Dragon Ball. But we have super cool stuff like the Super Saiyan Vegeta. Now there's like 1,900 variants of him. This is actually the metallic Vegeta that was, ooh, catching lots of glare. This is the metallic Vegeta. I got it from Australia because I couldn't find it in the US because the one with the sticker was like 200 bucks for a while. And just more stuff. This is, I tried to organize it by number, and the stuff that I use for this, the stain, I wasn't sure if it was going to stick. It seems to have dried really well. So I was trying to put all the stuff that had protectors on the bottom row and then everything else organized. But then we have some more newer stuff, like the Ultra Instinct Goku. I have some relatively new stuff, like Broly and then Zeno. All of my Gogeta and Vegito. Wait, there's no Gogeta yet. We only have Vegito, I just realized. I misspoke, I'm sorry. And the bottom shelf, after we go over this one, so this is just another row of them. The bottom shelf, I have like my Full Metal Alchemist stuff. I think I own all of them except for the regular Alphons, but why get the regular one when you have kittens? The last couple Dragon Ball Z. There's a new wave of Dragon Ball Z coming out, so all of this stuff is probably going to get moved over, and I'm not sure where. Like I said, we're making more shelves, but that's I think that's all of my anime stuff pretty much. And then I have like the Day with Pikachu stuff over the next two rows. I had Pikachu out of box. I like to do a couple out of box in my displays. And then this is everything that's been released for the Day with Pikachu. I have 3 placeholders, Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle, because there's 3 more Day with Pikachus. So that's where those will go. Then this stuff, this is some of the cooler stuff to me. I like ad icons just because I grew up watching the commercials for these, and you can catch the ring lights super hard in all these protectors. But like one of my favorite pops right here, like if I had to purge all my pops and only keep 5, Tony the Tiger and Toucan Sam would definitely stay. This stuff I really like that they came out with the Boo Berry and Frankenberry and Count Chocula with the bowls. So those of us who couldn't catch them in their first release would get a chance. And then here's some of the newer ad icons. These are less limited. That first row, for a while, ad icons were like incredibly hard to find, including Bullseye. This is the newer Flock version, which is still kind of hard to find. But now they're all getting kind of mass produced. I picked up Ratfink, and I don't know anything about the artist. I think it's an artist that does Ratfink, but my dad loves it, and I'm just super nostalgic for anything that my dad was a fan of. I don't know, that might be kind of weird. I got the new Chester Cheetah, who I'm sure is going to come out flocked pretty soon. Coca-Cola Bear just came out with a 10-inch that will be, that's actually already up for pre-order at GameStop. Down here, these are some of the other pops that, like, if I had to purge everything and keep just a handful, I would keep that Martian and Ace Ventura. I love the old movie pops. But these are just some of my favorite movies, like Tommy Boy and Dodgeball. And then on the bottom row, I have my stuff that's kind of like, I don't know, it didn't really fit anywhere else. This is the Spastic Plastic, or Fantastic Plastic as they call it now. And then I like the Flintstones, but the only one that I wanted in pop form really was Dino. And they came out with a 2500, let's see if you can see that, 2500 limited edition piece of Dino in 4 different colors. And then you have my Chase Krampus that I really loved. And then the Tick, which was this is based on the show, but I watched the cartoon growing up. And then we come over here and we see some of my other childhood favorite stuff. Like I love Garfield, and this Odie pop, like the mold on this is amazing. I gotta figure out some better lighting. And then Digimon, that's another line that needs more pops. Like make all the Digidestined and their partners. Then we got the 4 Pokemon pops that have been released in the smaller size. I'm sure Eevee's coming out since the 10-inch was leaked. Then here's some old cartoon stuff that I used to watch on Fox. Fox Kids? Fox in the Box? I can't remember what it's called. Here's some other stuff that was inspired by stuff that I watched with my dad growing up. So like Ultraman. Transformers not so much, that was kind of my thing. But we got Yu-Gi-Oh! Down here, which is, they have more pops coming out. Red Eyes, Exodia, Joey, Pegasus. I'm excited for that. And continuing the theme of cartoons that I've watched growing up, we have Scooby-Doo. I have everything that I want except for the clown. And until I get that, we have the metallic Skeletor that doesn't really fit in anywhere else. And here are the other movie pops that, I don't know, I'm a big fan of Predator and Alien, even though they're kind of campy. So I have a bunch of those. And then monster movies, including my favorite one, Pan's Labyrinth. That movie is insanely cool. And then here's Invisible Man, Dracula, and We got Creature from the Black Lagoon, because I love black and white monster movies. And this part of the setup is not permanent at all, and it's going to change. It's just I needed to get this stuff off of the floor. This used to be behind me. You probably recognize a lot of these pops. But I wanted to put out my my Wolverine collection. I also have Jean Grey as the Phoenix. Woo, catching heckin' lights right there. So I own every Wolverine pop except there's a Logan. My Logan is the non-bobble version. Whew. Let's see, I'll just take this off the shelf so you don't have to see all that glare. But you can see his neck is connected, which is not normal for Marvel pops, because somebody else owns the license to make figures for them. So they have to make them all bobbleheads. And then you can see we have our other X-Men, and then a couple of out-of-box pops like Yugi and Wolverine. Yeah, so this stuff is going to be moving. Like I said, this is just, it has a home for now. But as you can see, there's a lot of blank space here, and I don't really like that a whole lot. And then just to give you guys an idea, we're coming over to the closet. There's a lot of stuff in the closet. This stuff, don't judge me. I know it needs to get up onto a shelf, but this is like my Overwatch. I own every Overwatch pop that's ever come out. My Nightmare Before Christmas, and then a bunch of 6-inch pops. But here you go. This is another chunk of pops that really needs to go somewhere, and it's all stacked up. And this doesn't even include my Star Wars and my Lord of the Rings is all in another room that just needs to get unpacked. So that is everything. I'll show you like my desk here. This is my setup. I built a new PC recently, so that's that. That's the case, and you can see on the inside, that's what I'm rocking. I have the 2 ring lights that you can see everywhere, just because I only have like one window. And we're like right next to another house, so if you open it, you can't even, there's not good light. So, and then this is just all my collectible stuff that I like to look at while I'm editing and stuff. But yeah. So I'll be doing another part once I get more shelves built. Gumi and I are actually going shopping for the wood for at least 2 more. We're thinking 2 where you saw the black shelves with all my X-Men stuff, and then 2 on this like blank wall right here, and I guess 2 right here on this blank wall. But yeah, appreciate you guys checking out the video. If you enjoy this kind of content, let me know if you'd like to see more of it. I can bring it. I'm uploading on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 4 p.m., and 12 p.m. Central Time, respectively. I'm streaming right now Thursday through Sunday, kind of. I took this last Sunday off to spend some time with my family. But you should also follow me on Twitch, because I'll be streaming a lot of Sword and Shield content. That is all I've got for today. Hope you guys have an awesome day. Later.